Mine says 6, but.
6 o'clock. All right, we'll call this meeting to order.
Time?
6 o'clock.
Okay, we'll do roll call. Director Beatty?
Here.
Director Davis?
Here.
Director Smiley?
Director Smiley is sick tonight.
Director Sangster?
Present.
You? I need a motion to approve, oh wait, never mind. Go with Kelly.
So we have a moment of silence for late Director Green.
Thank you.
Now can I get a motion to approve the regular meeting agenda?
I'm motion to approve.
Need a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Hearing none.
Here's some pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Do we have any public comment for items that are not on the agenda? We do not. I have something that I would like to say. It's specifically related to the passing of our board vice president, John Green. We have a number of people here today and probably repeat visitors. And John Green was a very stout proponent for doing things that benefited this community. And he caught a lot of heat and flack in this boardroom, well, in this senior center, which is our boardroom. He also caught a lot of flack on social media, myself and Director Davis included. And there was somebody, Ms. Gregory, here in the last meeting that we attended, that called this hospital days before he died to confirm that he was actually in the hospital. And I can't say how disrespectful and how disgusted I am if someone would do that. First of all, violating his privacy, potential HIPAA violations, rather than taking the word of the man who was literally dying. And then died 3 days later. For me, I'm at a point where we have this us versus them mentality about everything. Nothing goes by in this room or on these agendas without there being this us versus them mentality. I can say for myself, I won't speak for these gentlemen, but I'm here to do what I think is best for the community. I can hope that these guys want to, and I hope that the staff wants to. So I'm hoping, moving forward, we can stop this us versus them and all this nitpicking and all these calling people out on social media. Like, for example, saying that Owen and I didn't show up at the last meeting because Smiley and Beatty didn't show up at the previous meeting. I called Kelly. I was not feeling well. I was sick, coughing, felt terrible. So do you guys really want me to come in and infect everyone in the room? I should think not. So calling me out on social media and saying that I did it on purpose because others weren't here, why don't we go to the schoolyard and yell at each other and call each other names? It's just ridiculous. The fact that again, that someone called this man's hospital days before he died, it's appalling to me that someone would have the gall to do that, frankly. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to move on to the special presentations, public hearings. This is the waive first reading, read by title only, and introduce an ordinance of the San Miguel Community Services District Board of Directors, amending the San Miguel Community Services District Fire Code to prohibit the use of and sale of fireworks.
Thank you. In 2023, the district adopted the California Fire Code with some local amendments, which were more restrictive, and which also included a provision allowing the sale of safe and sane fireworks and a system for permitting those sales. Since then, the board and members of the public have expressed an interest in revoking the safe and sale fireworks authorization due to fire hazards, safety concerns, noise concerns, various concerns that have been expressed at many meetings prior to this one. Due to that, the board, specifically directors Green and Sangster, requested that an ordinance be placed on the agenda to prohibit the sale, offer for sale, distribution, or possession for sale of safe and sane fireworks within district boundaries. That ordinance is before you. It does allow exceptions for professional public fireworks displays conducted under a valid permit issued under the Health and Safety Code, which permits are typically issued by the county and not by local jurisdictions such as the C.S.D. And it repeals and amends any conflicting provisions from the district's 2023 fire code adoption. The fiscal impact on this is minimal. The fees collected from, at least from the district, the fees collected for the safe and sane fireworks went directly toward efforts towards cleanup of those fireworks and permitting for those fireworks within the district. The prohibition of the use or sale of these fireworks within the district should result in less anticipated or planned staffing costs associated with those efforts. It is believed by the public and some board members that that will also reduce emergency response costs to the district during 4th of July activities. Without funding that pays for staff time during the safe and sane fireworks sales period, costs related to the use of illegal fireworks may become more of a financial burden on the district because the revocation of safe and sane fireworks will not necessarily end all illegal fireworks within the district. So today we have before you the first reading. We ask the board to waive and consider adoption, and if it is approved and introduced, it will come back for a second reading in January.
Okay. Go to the script.
Yes.
This is the time and place for a public hearing to consider approval of ordinance 02-2025 of the San Miguel Community Services District Board of Directors, amending the San Miguel Community Services District Fire Code to prohibit the use or sale of fireworks. If you wish to make a public comment, please enter your name and address and sign in a sheet at the podium. Deputy General Counsel Christina Pritchard will now provide a general presentation regarding the adoption of the ordinance 02-2025. Now the staff presentation. Was that it?
We did it.
So the middle of the page has meeting chair again.
Yeah.
That's the part we're at.
Yeah, so now it is time to take testimony from the public. We request that each person who speaks give their name and address. All district meeting guidelines pertaining to addressing the board apply to this meeting, this public hearing. No person will be permitted to speak about matters or personal evidence which is not germane to the matter hearing being considered. All speakers are advised that their comments will be limited in time to no more than 3 minutes, and they should maintain appropriate decorum throughout this hearing. Is there public comment on this item? Please.
He has handed to the board flyer. Anybody would like to have a copy or read mine? That's fine.
You got your staff there, everyone?
By the way, thank you, regardless of the outcome, thank you for getting me out of the overcast in Fresno, where we are right now on the verge of setting a 30-year record for not seeing the sun. So it was a gorgeous drive over, and it's obviously a very pretty evening here. Also, it's funny because I recognize I sit on a very small fire district myself, and what's the script is a very common thing. My name is Louis Linney. I live in Fresno. I am a vice president with TNT Fireworks. We are the supplier to the one fireworks stand here in town. Obviously, I'm hoping that the board does not move towards a ban. I suggest a couple things that I'd like to bring to your attention that would require more time and more effort for the board. But coming off the heels, if you were aware, Templeton just voted 5-0, as well as the county has adopted some of the things that I'm going to suggest. Tascadero was recently 2 weeks ago. In looking over your ordinance, we did have our attorney verify some of the things that, as a CSD, that you are able to do, because it's a very unique situation. We don't have a whole lot of CSDs in the state that do allow fireworks over and above from what their county does, so it is very different. Recognize that you have specific challenges too, because you don't have your own police department where you can direct people. But what does getting rid of safe and sane fireworks do for your real problem, your illegal fireworks? And that's the biggest competitor that we have in the state of California. I've worked in the state fireworks industry for over 40 years, and I've never seen the things that we're seeing right now, which is prompting some very, very heavy responses from us. Over the last couple of years, the fireworks industry has worked and has passed several state laws that allow cities and districts, which is what we looked into to see what a district could actually do. A lot of that was related to what just happened in Templeton, but that to make sure that we were on firm legal footing. But there are some things that can now change. It used to be that people, like the sheriff, would cite under what's known as the health and safety code. That basically means you're breaking the law and you've got to have proof that they did it. You've got to see somebody do it. The law has been changed now where you can, if you so change your ordinance, to adopt a administration fine provision. That's basically a parking ticket. You don't have to see somebody light the fireworks anymore if you can prove that you saw where it came from. On top of that, we put a social host component in to the point where you can now, social host ordinance is similar to what you see with underage drinking, where there's a party going on and nobody knows who brought the keg. So you cite mom and dad who conveniently were gone for the weekend. You can now do that exact same thing with fireworks when somebody's shooting off illegal fireworks in their backyard. And we're also recommending heavy fines, and the fact that you should stack is a new thing that we're seeing quite a bit of. Stacking basically means that if you see somebody with 5 or 6 different items, you can cite them 5 or 6 times. Can I have an extra couple possibly at the board's discretion? Is that allowed? I'm close. All the way from Fresno, thank you. One of the things that was a final decision maker, so to speak, in Templeton is the fact that in some cities, and now in Templeton, what our company does is we bring a pretty robust public safety and education campaign. It's difficult to show in paper form because a lot of the things that we deliver now, of course, are digital. So I'd be happy to send, if you folks are interested in learning more and continuing this discussion, I would forward that to you in a digital form and let you click and see what we do. But it can bring numerous things, numerous resources to the district. We have a safety and education campaign that we run through our schools. We can print material for you. We can print signs. And we can tailor this. The one I happened to make a copy of was actually tailored towards the city of Salinas. But we're doing something different in Templeton. They have a problem in the park. So we said, look, we'll make yard signs, state bed yard signs like you see for political campaigns. We'll print those and we'll put them in the park for you. We'll put signs up on the stand. We pass out safety and education literature at all of the stands. I know in one of my few brief conversations with the chief, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, he said that the problem that he has seen with safe and sane fireworks is people tend to dispose of them improperly. They throw them in a plastic garbage can like you guys have got behind you. That's just an education component that you need to douse and soak your firework. I mean, that's something that we have PSAs already ready to roll out that can be deployed. If you have a local community TV station, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what is right for your district, and I would never presume to tell you, but given the opportunity, we would sit down with general manager, with your fire chief, with the district here, and say, look, this is what we can do. If you're serious about trying to get it to stop, put a finger in the dike, so to speak, on illegal fireworks, getting rid of safe and sane is not going to be your problem, but perhaps we can help you on that. And by the way, there's some revenue streams that we can bring too. There was a state law passed, and this is the last point, passed just 2 years, a year ago, that now allows a district and a city to put a consumer surcharge on. It's not considered a tax. It's closer to a fee. It doesn't require a vote of the citizens. And you can put a consumer surcharge on, and that money would then go directly to the district and would be able to use for your illegal fireworks enforcement. Plus, if you do choose to enact an admin cite, that money stays in the district. Whereas if the sheriff cites under the health and safety code, that money goes to San Luis. So again, I appreciate your rewarding my drive over here for more than nice weather and giving me an extra few minutes. I will stay, obviously, if you have any questions. Hopefully we can be of service in the future.
Appreciate it, Luis. Thank you so much.
By the way, I know I talk fast. I talk fast even when I'm not nervous, and I'm always nervous when I'm talking in front of people, so.
I appreciate it.
Just a brief correction, we do, San Miguel Garbage provides a safe disposal site for friendly fireworks, actually. It's just medicine to use it.
We have additional public comments. You got some coming up back.
Oh, somebody else? Bring them on.
Come on up.
My name is Logan Lewis from San Miguel. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Logan Lewis from the San Miguel Fire Department. I stand before you tonight to speak on the importance of fireworks sales in San Miguel for the Firefighters Association. The importance of fireworks sales extends beyond the Firefighters Association. It reaches deep into the community of San Miguel as the association hosts their Christmas parade and the association toy drive. The association extends financial support and volunteer manpower towards the community. Trunk and Treat Lillian Larson Science Camp promotes blood drives and participates in fire prevention and charitable events. We even supported a 13-year-old kid to go to Lisbon, Portugal to showcase his talents and play soccer and have the experience of a lifetime. Most notably, the association sponsors recruits to attend the Allen Hancock Fire Academy. That is the reason I am able to attend the Allen Hancock Fire Academy. I just graduated from the academy last week. And without the association having the funds, I would not be able to go. The ban on fireworks deprives the association of its primary funding for holding these community events and sponsorships. Furthermore, you take away the enjoyment of using safe fireworks for so many families. This year, when I was selling fireworks, I saw many families who were really excited about buying their fireworks and lighting them off safely. The fireworks we sell are not the ones that go shooting up in the sky and make the loud noises. They're all the ground level ones, making a safe environment in that sense. Losing out on parades leaves a big hole in the San Miguel community, as it is a great way to bring people together and leave a positive impact on those moving into the community. It is your duty as board members to do what is best for this community and help San Miguel grow. Just as firefighters, it is our duty to serve the community. We are public servants. But without our association, we won't have the ability to send people to the academy and be the best firefighters they can be. We don't have the ability to have parades, toy drives, events at the school, and more. And to leave you off with my why I wanted to be a firefighter and why it's so important to me that they sponsored me is I lost my mom when I was 5 years old. The reason I want to be a firefighter and be out in the community and help people is to attempt to prevent people from having to feel that pain. That's why it is so important to send people who have that desire to help others, to help.
Time, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for my time.
My name is Gregory Campbell, and I was on the first board, and I voted for fireworks. John Green put it forth to the board. I voted for it. We approved it. It was a good thing. That was a long time ago. I think fireworks have outlived their usefulness in this town. By the way, I don't have any money to give you, or I can't pay for anything. It seems like a lot of people that are standing up here today about fireworks seem to benefit financially from them being approved. It's what they can give you, or what they're going to do for you. I have no vested interest in fireworks going away other than maybe my house wasn't burned down. I'm not going to make any money off of it. I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to get a paycheck from it. I just think fireworks are not good for this community anymore. We have a lot of wood buildings here that can go up, and you know, who wants that? I will go there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Jenny Nickett. I live in Mission Heights. I swore tonight I wouldn't come in and discuss anything. I would just come to be a listener. Like Mr. Campbell, I'm a citizen of San Miguel. I don't profit from anything. If anything, I actually spend my money to go and buy safe and sane fireworks. Up in Mission Heights, it brings joy to the families. In Mission Meadows and self-help homes on that end of town, it brings joy to the families. What's not debatable is that it's not a safe and sane fireworks issue. It is illegal fireworks issues that is not sold here in town, that is not being used properly. Those are the dangerous ones. So to demonize the safe and sane ones, I think we need to ask ourselves a question. Like, which ones are the problems? And I think that's clear when you look up in the skies, or you see people up on the terrace and they're overlooking town just to watch the illegal ones up in the air. So when you're going after the fireworks, remember which ones you're actually going after and what they actually benefit. Again, not somebody who profits from them. I don't get a paycheck from it. I don't get anything out of it except for pure enjoyment.
Thank you.
Can I interrupt real quick? I have a spill. You guys have a towel? I looked in the bathrooms, there was nothing.
I checked the kitchen, there was nothing back there that was available, unfortunately.
The men's restroom, maybe?
Doing the boys?
Figure. I did. They don't even have a sink. Go figure.
What?
That was weird.
That's gross.
Sorry.
You guys are all using the girls' bathroom.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Caleb Simonin with the San Miguel Fire Association. Many benefits come from the funds the Fire Association makes in the sale of fireworks. Among these are the abilities to donate funds to the annual Alyssa Ann Roche Burn Foundation Burn Relay, allowing a child suffering from burn injury to attend Champ Camp with other burn survivors. The ability to promote blood drives throughout the year, provide mobility scooters for San Miguel residents with disabilities, provide liability insurance, allowing for the Christmas parade, purchase, provide, and distribute fire and safety related items, and to purchase fire safety tools. Another thing the association funds with the sale of fireworks is the ability to sponsor my fellow firefighters and I to attend an academy. In just over 2 weeks from now, I will be attending my very first day of fire academy.
Yay.
Something I've looked forward to for many years. Something that also would not be possible without the experience I have gained and the sponsorship other firefighters and I have been blessed with by the association here in San Miguel. Without the sale of fireworks in San Miguel, we not only lose the ability to fund future firefighters and leaders in our community to aid them in their career, but the ability to help others in need as